What's up, guys? This is gonna be a little video. It's gonna be pretty much focused on home defense. I'm not an expert, but I have a pretty good opinion, and I've got experience. Um, I say experience. I'm not gonna go into detail because there's a lot of stories, and I'm not really one to share that stuff with the online community at this moment, just because I don't feel like defending myself, or not defending myself, just defending my stories, because the trolls out there and stuff, it just pissed me off. So I'm not really gonna put those out there. Plus, I don't want it to seem like I'm saying I'm an expert, or like I'm saying my stuff was worse than anybody else. It's not even worth putting up there. But I've been unfortunate enough to have to use um, some of my experience I learned with guns to defend my life. But anyway, and I learned a lot of stuff, and it opened my eyes up that I would before any of it happened, I thought I had a plan. But you learn a lot of stuff when the shit's on the line, when your life's in danger and your adrenaline's pumping. You learn what sounds good in theory, and what sounds good, or what works in real life. There's a lot of stuff I can learn, and you don't really learn stuff unless you have to use it in the field. As my dad told me, he was special forces, and he said they trained me how to kill, but when I got out there, they trained me perfectly how to use a knife and stab someone in the kidneys to kill them. First time I'd done it, dude almost blew my fingers off. I got good in time. I mean, it's messed up, but that's the truth. Practice makes perfect, even with defending your life. And hopefully you don't get to practice. But people like police officers and stuff like that, someone whose job is doing that, they have a lot more practice. But you can train yourself to the best of your abilities without having to I don't know, risk your life. But you're stupid if you go risk your life anyway to learn. But anyway, I'm just saying, most of us ain't gonna get the experience until it's too late. But I was lucky enough to survive through it, and I learned a lot. But anyway, I hear a lot of people talk about defending their house, and I see a lot of YouTube videos, and sometimes I pick up on things that I think is going to be useful. That's why I watch some of them when I come across them. But my dad, before I get on the subject, my dad, he taught me a lot of stuff. I respect his opinions. Um, I don't have anything else right now, but when I bring up my dad was in special forces, a lot of people that lie about stuff like that, or when you mention it, say you're a liar. I'm gonna attach this video so you can see it a little better. But if this don't come out good enough, but anyway, there's the stars. He's got 3 bronze, 2 silver. He's had them stolen like 3 times, I guess, because they got little gold pieces in them or something like that, or not gold but silver or whatever. But can't see it right there. It's probably what I'll attach. But that's his. He was Mike Force, 5th Mobile Strike Force. He was also Mike VSOG. For you people, he was what the new Call of Duty it was based off of, Black Ops, for younger folk that don't know or wasn't in Vietnam. 69 to 70. Anyway. But pretty much the SOG, the MACV, Military Advisor Command Vietnam, that's what he was. But he taught me a lot. He doesn't really believe in flashlights for home defense. Of course, the way his house is set up, he's got the lights on anyway in the kitchen. And anyway, he's got his reasons. He's good. I'm guessing he's good with the lights off. I don't know. But me, flashlights come in handy, but when you use a flashlight, you're at a major disadvantage. Okay, imagine, like so. I just want to explain this for people. When you're woken in the middle of the night, you hear a window bust, you're in a deep sleep, wakes you up, you are going to be at the weakest mental state that you can ever be in. Your adrenaline is going to be pumping. You're going to be out of whack, sleepy. I don't care how much adrenaline's going. Your eyes are going to be burning. You're going to be relying on instinct, barely thinking. You might grab your pistol. Your heart's going to be going 180 mile an hour, just or beats per second or beats per minute, just to wake you up and get your adrenaline pumping like that. It's going to be unreal amount of adrenaline. You're not going to know what's happening. Your mind's going to be trying to figure out where the sound come from. If you got kids, it's going to mess you up even more. You're really going to be thrown out. It's not going to be like you walking through your room looking around. And the chances are, most of the time, that the thief is going to have at least a 50-50 shot that he hears you opening your doors and coming. For one, you're not going to be thinking as much. I mean, think about it. When you just wake up and you get out in your car and drive, that's when a lot of people have wrecks in the morning. Most people, because they're sleepy. Your brain just isn't thinking right, even though you're awake. I mean, but anyway, you're going down your hallway with your light, right? That burglar is going to see this, especially if the house is dark. He's going to know you're coming at him. And if he don't have an option to get out at that time, it's like a dog back into a corner. Even though he's a bad guy, he's going to fight to save his life. And most likely, 50-50 shot, he's going to have probably 75-80% chance, you better hope it's 50-50, that he's going to have some type of weapon. Some sort of weapon to... Maybe a gun, maybe it's a gun too, you know. The odds are even at this point. Matter of fact, I think that you're below the odds. You're coming, you have no clue exactly what window he broke into, where he's at in his house, where he has moved to. You're worried about your family, your lone life. You have no clue. Maybe you've called the cops, maybe you haven't, maybe you didn't have time. Okay, you're coming down the hallway, right? He hears you coming. He's waiting for you. Maybe if you're in your hallway, you got two choices, one on each side. You come around that hallway with your gun. It's going to be split second. Your adrenaline's going to be up, but maybe you'll act right, maybe you won't. Maybe he'll knock your gun out of your hand. Maybe he'll shoot you. That's where my father comes in, where he doesn't like the flashlights because they can see you coming before you see them. Okay, I mean, there's ways around that maybe if you can think right, but you have to really train yourself to do it. When I think I hear a bump in the night or something, because I live here in the country, and you hear crazy stuff. So I mean, there's for some reason loud noises. It sounds like car doors slamming, and I mean, you never know what's going to go on out in the country. But anyway, you know, the house makes noises, creaks, sounds like, you know, whatever. But anyway, a lot of people hold their flashlight out and their gun out, full length arm. You're coming around the corner, that means that they're going to see your gun before you can even see them. I might put my other hand, or my other body, my flashlight out a little bit, so maybe they'll get the chance to, you want to pop around the corners fast, or just either take a peek. That's your choice. You have to figure out what's better to you. Taking a peek might save you more than you popping around real fast. They might be that fast and ready for you. This person might be good. This might be the Anderson Silva of burglars. You don't know. I mean, or the Brock Lesnar that can overpower you without a chance. These are just, I'm not an expert, but I have a pretty good opinion versus someone who's not experienced, or I have opinions that might change, just like some of my viewers probably will have opinions that I might take into notice. But anyway, so, you know, maybe their adrenaline's going to be pumping. Maybe you can maybe when you show a hand, they'll attack, and you, by having your gun back, will have that extra distance to stop them with your gun before they can just overwhelm you and hit you fast. But if you don't have family members, or even if you do have family members, I think best thing to do would, maybe if you have your wife there, or if you're married, have them call the cops. Maybe get to a point of down the hallway or in the bathroom, looking down the hallway, and just defend your house. The defender, and any military strategy, anything like that, burglar, if you're defending yourself, you have the advantage over the attacker. You know, you can see them as they're coming. If that burglar steps down the hallway, you can be ready for him. Or if you're in the back of your room hiding on the other side of your bed, you know, somewhere where less part of your body is visible, you have the advantage. That's hard to do, especially when someone's breaking your house and maybe stealing your heirlooms. But do I think it'll work better than going after them? 100% yes. I think you are at the advantage majorly. If you have kids, though, maybe you need to have some. Maybe you need to have a family plan. Your kids need to know to hide in their room, where to go. It's up to you and your house plan how to set it up. Maybe you go out with your wife into your kid's room, or maybe when you go out, the attacker's going to be there. You have to plan all this. If you want to announce yourself to the attacker, till maybe the cops are coming, be ready, and then make sure you relocate. You know, don't be in the same spot you yelled from, because then he knows where to go for you at. A lot of people, when they have the chance of life or death, they'll take the escape route. I mean, maybe it's against your morals, you know, but to give the bad guy the chance to get the hell out of the house. But hey, you only got one shot at life. It's up to you to figure out how to defend it and how to save it. Saving the life of your families, there's no way that you going out there like a hero, endangering the life of your family, isn't the way to go about it. But this is just some things to think about, some things I think about when it comes to defending the house. And I don't have a definite answer. It's what it is. I mean, everything's got its bad sides and its pluses and minuses. I mean, I just wanted to put this video out there to, if you haven't thought about a couple of these things like I have, maybe it will open your mind up or your eyes, or maybe you'll think about stuff that can help me out in the future. I mean, who knows? It probably is best to take some kind of class, especially if you don't have much training or some kind of tactical. They do have the classes out there, and hopefully you ain't got some kind of badass kids and you can train them with a firearm. I'm not saying they have to have one, but to respect the gun and to know how to use it. Maybe you're defending your house and maybe you get wounded and you make it back to your kids and you have a revolver or what have you, and if your kid doesn't know how to use it, it might hurt itself trying to defend itself, or your family, or maybe your wife doesn't know how to use it, and maybe they'll die because the robber gets the shot off on them. I mean, just things you need to think about. Hopefully this helps some people. Alright, thanks guys. Thanks for watching.